Today we're going to break down a really interesting pitch for real estate agents who might be looking for a different way to do business. This is all about a model that says success isn't just about the big brand name on your sign. It's a totally different approach. So let's get into it. So right out of the gate, it hits you with this question, and it's a real pain point for a lot of agents, right? You join a brokerage, you get a little bit of generic training, and then crickets. You're basically told, good luck, go figure it out on your own. And this feeling apparently is super common. You're paying your fees, you've got the logo, you've got the desk, but when the rubber meets the road, when you actually need help generating leads or you have a tough question, there's just nobody to call. You're completely on an island, and that gets us to the heart of the problem they're trying to solve here, which they call the isolated agent problem. The big idea is that so many agents are paying for the name for the brand, but what they're not getting is an actual step-by-step blueprint for how to build their business. And at the Prosperity Agent, we love talking about business and plans, and here's the bottom line, the big takeaway from that: just because you're with a big recognizable company doesn't mean you're actually going to get the support you need day to day. That logo itself, well, it's not a support system. So after setting up the problem, here comes the solution. The whole argument here is that with a brokerage like eXp Realty, the game completely changes. Your success isn't tied to the corporate brand, it's tied to the specific sponsor and the team you decide to join. And that brings us to a really key term here, your upline. Now, this isn't just the person who introduced you to the company. No, it's your direct line of support. The argument is that choosing the right upline is literally the most important decision you can make because they're the ones who give you the playbook. So you're not just guessing all the time. This slide just lays it all out side by side. On the left, you've got the traditional way. It's all about the brand. You get some generic training and you're left to figure it out. But on the right, this new model says, forget the brand. Focus on your sponsor. They're the ones with the specialized blueprint and the roadmap for you to follow. So what does this powerhouse upline actually look like? Well, it's not just one person you call. It's presented as this multi-layered ecosystem where each layer gives you a different kind of support. First up, at the very top, you've got this massive community called the Wolfpack. We're talking over 7,000 agents and a giant mastermind. This is your high-level network for big ideas, for collaboration, for just being around other successful people. Okay, coming down a level, you get the strategy guy. This is the person who provides the core systems you need to actually compete today. He's the one bringing the game plan for YouTube, for social media, and even for using AI in your business. And then you get to the most personal level. This is where you get your direct mentors. Their job is to provide that one-on-one accountability to take all those big systems and help you actually apply them to your specific market. Okay, so we've seen the people and the structure, but what do you get? What are the actual tools in the toolkit? This next part breaks down the tangible resources that come with all this support. First off, you get a ton of training. We're talking over 60 hours of on-demand content, and the focus is all on modern marketing, using things like YouTube and Instagram to get warm leads coming to you instead of you having to do all the chasing. Now, the real foundation of all this training is something they call the Social Agent Academy. This is pitched as the complete A to Z curriculum for generating leads online. And what's really important, it's updated every single year, so it's always current. And of course, they're leaning into the future with what they call AI agent accelerators. The promise here is pretty huge. Generate 3 times more leads, slash your admin time by 80%, and just focus on the stuff that actually makes you money. But it's not just the formal courses. You also get access to this huge library of over 100 recorded masterminds. So if you need a script for a specific situation or a system for following up, chances are it's already in there, recorded and ready for you to use. Okay, so we have the tools, we have the training, and we have all these layers of support. How does it all click together? This next part lays out the actual roadmap to success. This slide does a great job of breaking it down. On one side, you've got the system. That's the training, the blueprints, the scalable stuff. And on the other side, you've got your mentors who provide the personal guidance and accountability to make that system work for you. And it all comes together in this simple 4-step path forward. Step 1, you plug into the system. Step 2, you get that personal coaching. 3, you customize it for your local market. And 4, the result is you stop guessing and you start hitting your goals. It's laid out as a complete A to Z plan. And this is how they leave you. The entire pitch wraps up with this one simple but really powerful question. It reframes the whole value proposition. At the end of the day, they're not just selling you tools or training, they're selling you clarity. The promise is the end of uncertainty in your business. Success exists beyond change. Join Al and Victoria at the Prosperity agent and we get you everything we have and everything we discussed, we can't wait to see you. Book an appointment at theprosperityagent.com now.